Hey, welcome to day 5 of the 12 days of DIY gifts. This is where every day for 12 days, I'm teaching you an easy gift idea to give to friends, family, teachers, or hostess gifts, or anybody else who's on your holiday giving list. So far we've made a lip scrub, a chocolate peppermint lip scrub, a citrus hand soap, a lavender lip balm, and then yesterday we made 2 different kind of room sprays. If you want to be included on the list that gets an email every day with the recipe and a link to this Facebook Live demonstration video, then sign up at the link that I've provided. Today we are going to be making a vanilla mocha lotion bar. These are my absolute favorite thing that we're doing this whole entire 12 days. If you're not familiar with lotion bars, so they look like this. They're just little bars, and they're made out of a whole bunch of different kind of oils and things that are incredibly moisturizing, and they're really great for like rough spots. Like, so in the winter when you get those like rough spots on your knuckles and stuff, you can take one of these and the body heat will melt it. So you just kind of rub it on the rough spots, and then it will help moisturize those and help protect them. But you can also use it and like rub it around here, and then rub it around on your hands or on your body parts or anything like that that need moisture, and it doesn't leave a greasy residue or anything like that. And I have to say, I've gotten these as gifts before from friends who have made them, and these are the ones that I appreciate the most out of anything I've ever gotten, just because they are so useful, especially at this time of year as the heat just, like in your house really kind of dries you out and everything. So these are really great, and this vanilla mocha, it smells so good. If you like the smell of coffee, you'll love these. They're a little bit more complicated to make than some of the things that we've made, but it's quite simple if you actually watch this. So just hang with me here. So we're gonna do this in 2 steps. Number 1, we need to infuse like the flavor, scent, essence, whatever you wanna call it, of the vanilla mocha into an oil so that it has that scent. So to do that, what we're gonna do is we're gonna take a pan, and you're gonna put in a tablespoon of coffee, a tablespoon of cocoa powder, or ground coffee too, cocoa powder, about a 1/3 cup of refined coconut oil. So this is the coconut oil that doesn't smell like coconut or taste like coconut. It's like just kind of bland. And it can be melted, or it doesn't matter because you're gonna melt it anyway. And a 1/2 of a vanilla bean. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna put that into a pan. I'm like looking at the pans, maybe I'll just show this to you. So you have this, and you're gonna put all of these into the pan. The vanilla bean, you're gonna split open like we did yesterday, where you split it down in the middle. But what you're gonna do this time, that didn't split, is you're gonna peel it open, and with the tip of your knife, you're gonna get all of the seeds out. And you're just gonna throw them in the pan as well. You just want them to kind of disperse out so that they'll disperse their flavor. And then throw the vanilla bean in the pan too. And then you're gonna melt it, and you're gonna keep it on the lowest possible flame that you have on your stove. So like, if you see my stove, I've got this one big burner over here. You don't wanna do it on the big burner. Find a small burner that has like a lower flame, and then simmer it for about 15 minutes. You just don't wanna burn the coffee or anything like that. But so simmer it for 15 minutes, then take it off the flame, and then let it sit for about 30 minutes. You can do longer too, it doesn't really matter, but that's the minimum to really get the full effect of the flavor or scent or whatever. So you're gonna do that, and I've actually already done that in this pan. Make sure I turn the flame off. After you've let it sit for 30 minutes, it may start to solidify a little bit more, because that's what coconut oil likes to do in a cold house. So just turn the flame back on just for a minute or 2 to remelt it. Then for the second half, you're gonna have a mixture of, let's see, a 1/3 cup, this is about 2 ounces, or no, 1.2 ounces of beeswax pastilles. So again, we discussed this during the lip balm thing, but I'll show you again in case you didn't watch that. There are just these little pebblets of beeswax, and they're really easy to measure, especially if you use like a measuring cup or something. So I like to use these, but however, you can use the big bricks of beeswax or the small little ones, and like a box grater or something to grate them, or just to cut them with a knife and then weigh them. So if you have like a kitchen scale, it's really helpful to have that when doing these things, just to easily be able to measure things without having to put them in a measuring cup. Put this over here. So you need that 1/3 cup of the beeswax, and then a 1/3 cup of shea butter. It's unrefined shea butter. So it just looks like this. And that's it for the second part. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna put those in a pot of simmering water. So this is just like what we did with the lip balm. So let me grab it. So you can see here I've got simmering water, and I have my measuring cup. It's a glass measuring cup, and this is my dedicated glass measuring cup for beauty products because I'm using beeswax, and beeswax is a pain to get out of a cup. You can also use a glass ball jar or any other sort of, like, you know, if you have a leftover spaghetti jar or something like that, maybe that would work as well. So all you're gonna do is just put the beeswax and the shea butter into your glass jar that's set in the pan of simmering water until it melts. And I already did this for you because it takes about 15 minutes to melt. And I'll actually remove this. Put this down here. And then you're going to take your mocha infused oil and you're going to strain it through a fine mesh strainer to get rid of all of the the coffee. So you're just going to kind of pour it in here. Get all the good bits out. And I would actually probably scrape the pan and everything if I wasn't doing this right now live for you. But you might want to just press it a little bit to get all of the oil out. And then, there's another thing I didn't mention this time. When stirring, I tend to like to use a wooden skewer or a chopstick or a spoon dedicated just to beauty products. Again, because of the beeswax, is hard to remove. But so I'll take my wooden skewer and I mix it. And then what I've got here is a mold, and it's just a silicone flexible mold. I got this off of Amazon, and you can see it's got some little pretty designs on it. I like these because they fit in these 2-ounce tins perfectly, and the tins are a great place to store them so that they don't dry out or, I don't know, get melted or something like that. And they look a lot nicer when you present them to your friends. So you just take this, and I would put this in a spot that can stay undisturbed for a few hours, so right in front of me is probably not the best place right now because I'll probably be cleaning up later, but I'll do it for you guys. So you just pour it, and hopefully you can see this. You just pour it in here, and then what you're going to do is just leave these to sit undisturbed for a couple of hours. And then they will eventually harden. Move this slightly. And once they harden, then you're going to just kind of pop them out from the bottom, and they'll look like this. And this recipe does make 6 of them. So, yeah, 6 of them. I wanted to mention too, like every day, I have the coordinating labels for purchase. And these are, there's 6 of the top and 6 of the bottom. They're a printable, so you can print them out on sticker paper. And then it looks like this, where you've got your nice top, and then on the bottom, it has the instructions and the ingredients. So it just kind of makes it look professional and classy to give to your friends, or you can use it for yourself and know what you're actually using. I did have a question about the labels too the other day. When cutting them out, you have a choice of how you want to cut them out. You can cut them inside the line so you don't get the line, or I like to cut them like slightly outside the line, just equidistant from the line, so that way you just have a little bit of white on the outside. It's really up to you, but this is just 8.5 by 11 sticker paper. So that's what I did, just so you don't have to buy a whole bunch of different kind of sticker papers, because they have ones that are just circles and ones for lip balm and everything like that. And I didn't have to worry about that or have you worry about that. So I just sticker paper is really inexpensive. You can get it at any office supply store, Target, Walmart, Amazon, or whatever. And then, yeah, you cut them out, and then you just peel, and they turn into a sticker. So it's really easy. So I have that link as well on here too. Tomorrow, we are going to be making our one and only food gift. I didn't do a lot of food gifts this time. I'm not really sure why, but so this is a whipped cinnamon honey almond butter, and it's a delicious thing to put on like pancakes, or if you make like a paleo bread or something like that. Just really good, or you can eat it by the spoonful. And I also have the gift tags for that too, and you make a little pretty little package for your friends. So one note about cleaning up too, because I did have this question, is you can see this is a jar that I've used for beauty products. I don't tend to wash them out if it's dedicated to beauty products. I might wash this one out just because it is, has the mocha flavor to it. If you're doing a lot of these, then I would I would try to let it dry and then just scrape it out into the trash can, because you don't really want all of this stuff to sit in your sink. It's kind of like coconut oil. You don't want it to gum up your plumbing. But so I would just scrape it out. If you're just doing like the lip balm, a small little amount's not gonna do anything to your sink. But if you're doing a lot of it, or doing this multiple times or something like that, then I would do that, or just not even bother to wash it out. So that's just my 2 cents on that. And these actually start hardening up pretty quickly because they're actually almost hard now. So, but that's it. I guess I will see you tomorrow for the whipped cinnamon honey almond butter. All right, have a good day.